We all get into habits with everyday tasks, and sometimes we get it plain wrong. But there are some amazing life hacks that will change the way you do simple things forever. Making a sandwich. When you make a sandwich with circle-shaped fillings, do you just place them in the middle of the bread? That leaves the corners empty. Cover the whole of your bread with this simple hack. Cut the filling in half and line up the flat sides with the edge of your sandwich. Amazing, right? Eating a cupcake. Those first few bites of a cupcake are delicious. All that frosting, but then it's gone and you're left with plain cake. Eat this sweet treat the right way by creating a cupcake sandwich. Slice the bottom of the cake off and place it on top of the frosting. You'll then get frosting in every bite. Using sauce cups. Those ridges around sauce cups aren't just there to look pretty, they let you spread the rim to make the cup bigger so you can add more sauce. This saves you making multiple trips to the sauce bottle and also makes it easier to dip in. Drinking juice. Drinking out of a juice box should be mess-free, until your kid accidentally squeezes all the juice out by squeezing the carton. We aren't actually supposed to hold the box itself. Those folded over sides at the top of the juice box are designed to be pulled out and used as handles. Cutting a cake. It's likely that every time you've sliced a big round cake, you've cut a wedge from it, and then the edges of those exposed sides go stale. That's because you should have cut a rectangular slice from the middle. You can then push the two halves together to keep the middle fresh. Peeling bananas. Take one look at a monkey eating a banana and you'll realize you've been doing it all wrong. Follow their lead and peel yours from the bottom, not the top. You'll avoid squishing your fruit and you get that handle at the bottom to hold on to. Wearing earphones. Chances are when you pop your earphones in, you have the wire coming out of the bottom of your ear and going straight down, and they probably fall out really easily. That's because you're supposed to wear them the other way around, with the wire going up and over your ear. Removing Tic Tacs. You don't need to shake a Tic Tac box to get them out. Avoid having a whole load tumble out by using this trick. Simply turn the box on its side and open the lid. One Tic Tac will neatly slide out into the lid. That's why it's shaped like that. Stopping a pan from boiling over. Placing a lid on a pan won't stop it from boiling over. Place a wooden spoon across the top, however, and that will stop the froth from bubbling over the rim too fast. Storing peanut butter. It's actually understandable that you place your peanut butter jar the right way up, but you should actually turn it upside down. When it sits in your cupboard, lid downward, it lets the oil distribute evenly. Using a plunger. You might have one plunger that you use to try to unblock your sink and your toilet, but there are actually two different types for these two tasks. Use a flange plunger for your toilet and a cup plunger for your sink. It'll work better and be more hygienic too. Eating a yogurt. You know those yogurts that have two parts to them? You probably try to spoon the sweet stuff into the yogurt, and that gets pretty messy. These containers are actually designed to be flipped, so you can simply pour the topping over. Using bobby pins. Have you always placed a bobby pin with the curvy side pointing out? So is pretty much everybody else, but you're actually supposed to put that wavy side against your hair, so the smooth side faces out and it grips better. Taking your t-shirt off. There are a few ways to take off a t-shirt, and chances are you aren't doing it right. You can actually slip your top off with one hand in one move. Just grab hold of the sleeve, pull it over your arm, and keep pulling it to move over your head and your other arm in one go. Storing t-shirts. If you store your t-shirts in drawers, you probably fold them up and lay them one on top of the other. Stop right there. Turn them on their sides and you'll be able to see each and every one. No more having to pull everything out to find the one you want to wear. They'll be less creased too. Packing clothes. When you take your clothes out of your case, they've probably got creases on them. That's because you folded them. Roll them instead and they'll come out much neater. They'll also take up less room, as you can arrange your clothes like a Tetris puzzle to make the most of the space. Crossing out words. Most of us draw a straight line when we want to cross something out that we've written, but you can usually still make out the writing underneath. That's because you've done it all wrong. Use letters instead of lines and it'll work much better. How many of these everyday things have you been doing all wrong? Let us know in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the taco.